Oh, you have a hard time getting rid of this old reprobate. When I get my mind set on doing something, I keep trying. I've left the music off of this one. I still haven't figured out how to get it soft enough so that it doesn't compete with my voice. But anyway, after reading Jane's letter about ugly, I recalled writing a story a while back about an animal, a four-legged friend of mine that I called King. And this is my story about King. I hope you'll enjoy it. I'm just like our friend John Tucker. Sometimes I forget where I put things, but I found it now. So this is a story about a four-legged friend of mine. He seems to be the leader of all the stray cats in my neighborhood. For years he's avoided the dog and cat catchers that patrol our streets looking for strays. I call this boy King primarily because he rounds up and watches over all the homeless cats that have chosen to run free. King is a black and white tom who always looks like he's just stepped out of a meat grinder. I first met King several years ago when I found him half dead alongside the road. His front legs were broken, his body was tattered and torn, and his left eye was torn right out of his socket. Most animals in this shape, or in the shape that he was in, would have wanted to die. But King was different and had a strong will to survive. I honestly feel that if I hadn't nursed him back to health, he would have done it on his own. King won my affection right off the start. This little four-legged creature crawled right into my heart. There was a bond between us that even though he'd always run free, whenever he needed help, he'd always come back to me. I'm the one human that he'll come to for love, and I find it an honor that he accepts and trusts me. Yes, King is the leader of a whole kingdom of strays. He teaches them to survive in a good many ways. He shows them the best places to dine in his neck of the woods, and I know he believes the best place is mine, Cass's short order house. Every day he brings new ones, and every day he loses a few. But I know they're all thankful for the things that he's willing to do. King is one of a kind, and being a free hobo is his destiny. That's what he was, is, and will always be. If animals could write books, then King would go down as a giant in their history. King has his idiocies, but that's part of what makes him stand all alone. He won't eat from the same dish like the other cats eat from, and when the other cats eat, he sits not far away to watch and protect them. He won't let another human being come near him or touch him, except for me. As tough as he is, King craves love and attention, and as far as I know, I'm the only one that he lets give it to him. He loves his ears scratched and his belly tickled, and when I do this, he purrs like a baby kitten. King has a good reason not to trust us two-legged creatures. Because of his rough, tough, and dirty appearance, the kids throw sticks and stones at him, and sometimes squirt him with the hose. It's no wonder he's always leery and afraid to make friends with them. Some of my loving neighbors will set traps for cats or put food out that is poisoned or has ground glass in it. I sometimes find it hard to care for some of these two-legged creatures. It's hard enough just to tolerate them. Since the first time that I patched King up, he knows where to come when he needs fixing. Besides having one eye, he's lost half of an ear, and his right front leg is only a stub, but he still is the most beautiful cat that I know. Regardless of the shape that he's in, if he could speak, he'd tell you that he was doing just fine for the shape that he was in. He carries his wounds like medals of honor, and always holds his head up high. What a guy. It isn't unusual for King to disappear for a day or two, or even a week or two. Even though I worry, sometimes I know he'll come back. He always does. This time he's been gone for several weeks. But I haven't given up hope. Someday I'll find him, or hear him scratching at my back door. Then I'll scratch his ears and his belly and listen to his music, the music of a kitten-like purr. Purr. That's all I had to say about my four-legged stray, except that I know that he'll come back someday. I need a lot of practice telling these stories and poems. I'm not too good at reciting things, but I'll learn. Perseverance. Perseverance is this old man's game. Love being with you. And we'll see you on the site. Goodbye for now. Big Daddy Cass signing out.